YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to Lady Cha Cha. Today I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons of having locks. And these pros and cons are specifically for that. This is my opinion and how I feel about them. March 22nd of this year, I celebrated my 6 years of being locked. I didn't celebrate, but okay, it was 6 years for me being locked. In about 7 or 8 months prior to getting locks, I took a lock class, and I wanted to learn how to do them so I could provide that service for my clients. That was an added service that I could provide for them if I knew how to install and maintain locks. Well, in the process of taking the class, I fell in love with locks, and I was determined to get locks. Now, I had just prior to that taken that lock class, about a week before, I had relaxed my hair. Walking into the class, there were about 20 people, and there were only two of us that had relaxers, me and another lady. And she was actually going natural. I hadn't even thought about going natural at that point. But that week was the last week that I had ever put chemical. No, that's a lie. That I put relaxer in my hair. I have used chemical color, as you can tell. But let's get into this. My pros are, the first one is my locks grew very, very fast. I started with about 4 inches, and now my locks are to my waist. So in 6 years, I think my hair has grown really fast, including I had a period in 2016, 2015, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and I started chemo in the month after December. As I had no, I had my operation in October of 2015, and I started chemo December. So my hair never came out, but it did get thin, and so I could cut my hair to that point where it was thin, but I kept my hair because it was like, look where God has brought me from this thinness right here to now look at the length that I have. So that this is the reason why I kept my locks, even though they did get thin. And I know at some point in time I probably will have to cut them because of the new growth that's coming in. That's going to be so strong. But my second pro is I think they are absolutely beautiful, which leads into my third pro is that you can basically style your hair the way, just about the way you would if you had a relaxer. You can do just about any style with locks, just like you would do with relaxers. Um, my fourth pro is, you all excuse me, I'm trying to stay on track. Do, 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 do. Oh, I can't read my handwriting. Oh, yes. Patience. They have locks are a commitment. So when you know that you know that you know that you know, it's just being patient and letting your locks form and do their thing. Now, as for me, it took my hair a complete year to lock. So it depends on the texture of your hair, um, that will determine how fast your hair will lock. In some areas, they lock faster than others. Like my midsection took the longest to lock because that wasn't as coarse as the nape or the my edges. They locked a lot faster. My fifth, locks give you confidence. If you're bold enough to wear locks, you're a confident sister or brother. I'm telling you, because there is just so much when you, because first of all, society looks down upon locks a lot. A lot of society does look down upon locks. Like my father, for instance, he cannot stand them. My husband, he doesn't say anything, but I don't think he cares for them either. But but he doesn't talk bad about them like my father does. My father, he just uh can't stand my locks. Period. But if he sees them up like they are now, he hey, I like that. But other than that, and then also trying to get a job sometimes. The corporate world doesn't look, they don't like that look, just like they didn't like braids. So for you to just walk out there and be bold enough to do it again, that just shows you great confidence in yourself. So that's all of my pros. I think I have more cons than pros, but my pros outweigh the cons. So for number one, for my con, it's time consuming. When I shampoo my hair myself, usually I give myself a color, and from beginning to end for shampoo and conditioning, it takes me 30 minutes to wash my hair, considering the length of it. And I have to make sure that all the color is rinsed out, and then I shampoo it about 4 times to make sure that all the residue is gone. So it's very time consuming. Number two, over time with palm rolling, especially with mature locks, your hair begins to get in the stage of atrophy, which means that you will have thinning spots. That's all atrophy is, the thinning of the situation. In this situation is in locks. So that was number two. Number three, oh, they are hot. So summertime, and me also dealing with hot flashes, they are extremely hot. So I try to keep them up off my neck, even if I just put them up in a ponytail. Number four, sleeping. If I don't tie my hair up just right, it is difficult for me to sleep. And hold on, let me show you this. This is a jumbo hair bonnet, super jumbo hair bonnet that I found that fits all of my locks under. And I like this, but even at night, this still can get hot because it'll still be on my neck a little bit. But just the fact that I could find a bonnet that would fit all of my locks was just absolutely great. Um, take. Oh, I forgot what number I'm on. Maybe 5. Anyway, 4, 5. Oh, they take time to dry because my hair is so long. That's the con. It takes a long time to dry. And number 6, they collect a lot of lint. Especially the back ones. You can do everything right for you not to collect lint in your hair, and you still will collect lint because for the winter time, you're wearing sweaters and lint from your sweater. You get lint from your towel. I try to use a dark towel when it's not I do use a dark towel when I shampoo my hair, because the lint from the towel could get into your locks, and it's just impossible to just stand up there and try to dig all of that lint out. I am not about that. If it gets that bad, if the lint gets that bad, I will just color it. That's my solution. But I do have I think I showed it in one of my videos, a product by Cantu that helps with buildup and lint. It doesn't get it all out, but it helps out a great deal. And that's pretty much it. I have finished with my notes, and those are my personal pros and cons to locks. And stay tuned for my video for the stages of locks and what happens during each stage of your journey with your locks. Thank you all for tuning in to see what my pros and cons are. And remember, these are my personal experiences with locks, my pros and cons. They are not from anybody else. As you can see, if you've seen some of my other videos, you have seen that my locks are pretty long, and I have never had lock extensions. I have two baby locks that I am working on now. There's one right here and one in the very nape of my neck, and they are progressing very well. So just stay tuned to see my other videos and how I style my locks. I have other videos other than lock videos, but anyway, most of my videos will be about locks. Excuse me, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to Lady Cha Cha. Please comment, give me a big thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.